Hi students. So we were studying about the classification of materials, and based on different properties we can classify the materials into different groups as hard or soft, metal or non-metal, soluble or insoluble. All that we have studied. Those who sink in water or float on water. Like that, in different ways we can classify the materials into different groups. So today we can study how we can classify the materials based on their transparency. Okay, or based on how they allow light to pass through them. Whether they allow light to pass through them completely or partially, or whether they won't allow light to pass through them. So based on that, we can classify, based on the transparency of materials, we can classify the materials into different groups. For example, if you are playing hide and seek in one room, and there is a door made of glass and there is another door made of wood, and when you are playing you will go and hide behind which door made of glass or door made of wood? Where you will hide? Exactly, you will go and hide behind the door which is made of wood. Why you didn't hide behind the door made of glass? It is made of glass, so the others can see you behind the door if you are sitting behind a glass door. But through wood, they can't see you. That means you can see through a glass the other side, but through a wood you cannot see what is present on the other side. Okay, so based on this, those materials through which we can see clearly, that materials are called transparent materials. Transparent material. Okay, so now I will show you some materials. You look through which all materials we can see the other side and through which we cannot see the other side. So now I am putting this is one lemon. I am putting one lemon inside this glass. Can you see the lemon? Yeah, you can see the lemon through the glass. That means this glass is transparent. It is through this glass we can see the things clearly. So this is transparent. Now I am putting it in a cup. Can you see the lemon? No, you cannot see the lemon. So through this material we can't see the things clearly, or we can't see the things. So this is not transparent. So the materials through which we cannot see the things, such materials are called opaque materials. So what we call that materials? That materials are called opaque material. So this kind of plastic is opaque, but all plastics are not opaque, but this is opaque. Now this is also plastic. This is also plastic. But when I put this lemon inside this, what happens? You can see the lemon. That means this is not opaque. This is transparent because you can see clearly through this. So this kind of plastic is transparent. Again, this is also one kind of plastic, and I am putting this lemon inside this. What about the lemon? Can you see the lemon? You can see the lemon, but it is not clear. Okay. So in which group you can include this plastic? Can you call it as transparent? No. Why? Because we can't see it clearly. But can you call it as opaque? No. Why? Opaque means we can't see, but here we can see, but not clearly. So this is not opaque also. So this kind of material through which we can see but not clearly, That type of materials are called translucent materials. So what we call that type of material? That type of materials are called translucent materials. Okay, so based on transparency of materials, we can classify the materials into three groups: transparent materials, opaque materials, and translucent materials. And this transparent materials, we can see things clearly through the transparent materials. And when we allow light to pass through them, we can see light will pass clearly through the transparent materials. So you can see light is passing clearly through this glass. Okay, so transparent materials allow light to pass through them clearly. Then what about opaque materials? This is one opaque material and I am allowing this light to fall on it. Can you see light passing through it? No, light is not passing through this. So this is an opaque material. So opaque materials won't allow light to pass through them. Okay. Then this is what I told. This plastic is a kind of transparent material. So when I allow light to pass through it, some amount of light is passing through it, but full light is not going through it. Light is partial amount of light is going through this material. So this is a translucent material. Okay, so transparent materials will allow light to pass through them completely. Opaque materials won't allow light to pass through them completely, and translucent materials will allow some amount of light to pass through them. And this paper is also what? Opaque. We cannot see through this paper. But when we study that fat test, if you rub some fat on a paper, you can see an oily patch on the paper. And when we look through this oily patch, we can see not clearly, but we can see. That means oily paper. Here I apply some oil. The oily paper is what example for translucent material. So oily part, that is example for. Here when I keep my finger, can you see my finger? But when I keep it here, can you see it? No. So when I keep it here in this oily patch, you can see. So that means oily paper is an example for translucent material. Okay. So what are transparent materials? Transparent materials are the materials that allow light to pass through them completely. Example, glass, then some kind of plastics. Then water is also a transparent material. So you look, I have a glass of water. When I put the lemon inside it, you can see the lemon clearly. So what happens? What is the meaning? Water is transparent. Or when I allow light also, you can see light is passing through the water. That means water is also an example for transparent material. So water, air is also transparent. You can see things or light pass through air. So water is transparent, air is transparent, glass is transparent. Then what are opaque materials? The materials that won't allow light to pass through them are called opaque materials. What is the example? Wood, some kind of plastics. Then all metals, iron, silver, aluminum, gold, all metals are opaque materials. Okay. Then what are translucent materials? Translucent materials are the materials through which we can see but not clearly. That kind of materials are called translucent materials. Example, some kind of plastic, some kind of glass, oily paper, All these are what? Examples for translucent materials. Okay. Then what about our palm? Is it opaque or transparent or translucent? So I will allow some amount of light to pass through it. You look and say whether light flow come out through this palm or not. Okay. So this is light, and I am allowing light to pass through my hand. Can you see some amount of light coming out through my palm? That means what? Our palm is an example for a translucent thing. So our palm is translucent because it is allowing some amount of light to pass through it. So our palm is translucent. Okay. Okay. Now why do we need to group materials? For example, if you one shop, one bakery. So in bakery, how they arrange the things, there will be different types of biscuits. Good Day, Marigold, Arrowroot, Parle-G, Tiger Biscuit, Dark Fantasy, Oreo, Hide and Seek. Different types of biscuits will be there. How they will arrange that? They will arrange all the different types of biscuits in any one particular place. For example, they are keeping it in the left corner of their or left side of their shop. And what about cakes? Plum cake, black forest, white forest, vanjo cake, red velvet. Different types of cakes will be there. They will keep all the different types of cakes in, let it be on the right side. And jam in one place, bread in another place. Like that they are arranging, sorting out the different biscuits in one place, different items in different places. So what is the advantage of that? When anyone come and ask for a biscuit, they know that is kept on the left side. So it is easy for them to go to the left side and ask that person to select which type of biscuit he need. Otherwise, if Good Day is kept here, then Oreo is on other side, Arrowroot is in some other place, then it will be very difficult for them to select it or locate it. So if they are arranging, sorting the things, different things, grouping it and keeping it in different place, arranging it in a correct order, that arrangement will help them to locate them easily. Okay. Or in another shop, soap in one place, paste in another place. Like that they will be keeping the things. So a notebook in one place, pen, pencil, box, everything in different place. They will group it and keep it together. So it will be easy for them to locate the things easily. What about in home also? In everyday life also we group materials for our convenience. At home we usually store things in such a manner that similar objects are placed together. So it will be easy for us to identify them. Or what about you? What about your notebook, textbook, pen, pencil, box, bag, belt, ID card, everything? How you arrange it? You will throw it here and there. And what happened? Next morning you want to search it and find out. But if you have a fixed place, if you are arranging all the textbook in one place, notebook in another place, all the pen you can keep in one place, pencils together in one place. If you are arranging like that, if you need a pencil, you know. So what are the advantages of sorting materials? Sorting of materials help us to locate them easily. And there is another reason also why we find such grouping useful. And dividing materials in groups makes it convenient to study their properties also. So what are the advantages of grouping materials? If we store the things in such a manner that similar objects are placed together, such an arrangement help us to locate them easily. And what is the another point? Dividing materials in groups make it convenient to study their properties and also observe any patterns in their properties. Okay. So what all we study? Transparent materials, translucent materials and opaque materials. What are transparent materials? The materials through which we can see clearly are called transparent materials, or the materials that allow light to pass through them completely are called transparent materials. Example, glass, air and water. Then what are opaque materials? The materials through which we cannot see clearly are called opaque materials, or materials through which we cannot see. That materials are called opaque materials, or the materials that won't allow light to pass through them are called opaque materials. Example, wood. Then all metals are examples for opaque materials. Then what are translucent materials? The materials through which we can see but not clearly are called translucent materials, or the materials which allow light to pass through them partially are called translucent materials. Example, some kind of plastics, oily paper, etc. Okay, and what are the advantages of grouping the materials? Grouping the materials help us to locate them easily, and also dividing materials in groups make it convenient to study their properties also. Okay, so our fourth lesson is over. It's clear now? Okay, bye.